Hey my busybody, so today we are going to be showing you how to transform your regular photos into something amazing. So we're going to go from this photo, which is a picture that I took not too long ago and just filtered and edited to my liking, and we're going to go from this to this, which is a photo that I just edited today for the sake of this video. And I use three apps, RNI Films, Canva, and PixArt. So right now we are in PixArt, where I go to make my pictures transparent backgrounds. So just isolating a picture, and it's super simple. As you can see, you just go to the items and icons on the bottom of the screen, press cut out, and then you have the option to cut out whatever part of your picture that you want to isolate. And that's exactly what I did here. And yeah, I'm just showing you all the things you can isolate. And yeah, it's super simple, and you can choose how thick you want the isolation mark to be. And yeah, so now we are in Canva, and these are just a couple of photos that I've edited already that you may or may not have seen on my social media. Just some examples of what it is I'm going to be doing today. And they look very artsy and artistic, and this one may look very fucking hard, but it wasn't. So yeah, I'm just gonna show you all how to go from a simple photo to a freaking masterpiece. So yeah, okay, so I've already showed you what photo I'm going to be using, and then I just went on Google and Googled some transparent background isolated images that I thought I wanted to add to this whole creation, right? So these are just some pictures that I grabbed off of Google: rose petals, branches. I had kind of had an artistic theme already planned out in my head, so that is a large part of how your photo is going to turn out. You have to have an already creative aesthetic plan in your head to make it become what it is that you want it to become. So we are in Canva again right now, and for my vision, I wanted to kind of pick apart or split apart the original image and make it almost like a puzzle piece. You're going to see me go through a bunch of different like ideas and things while I'm in Canva, and then eventually we're going to end up on the chosen edit that I wanted to use. So right now I'm just playing around, trying to split the pictures up, cropping them, and things like that. Y'all, it's so freaking easy. As you can see, like, it's just a matter of copying, pasting, cropping, and placement and vision of how you want everything to turn out. So yeah, just watch me play around with it until I figure out how the fuck I want this to look. Okay, so I just changed my mind because this wasn't working out how I thought it would. So I just kind of made it a little bit more basic for the sake of the video, because it was just going to be too time consuming trying to get it to what it was that I was envisioning in my head. So instead of the 3 frames, we're just going to do 1 frame, and just split the photo into 2 instead of into 3. Now this is just based off of what you can see. Measure it according to how you would, picture the whole image looking when you are cropping this photo, just so it doesn't look distorted or too distorted to the point where you can't make out what the fuck it is you're looking at. So that's what I was doing here. I've gotten really good at this, and I have a good eye, so I kind of know how to measure things up and, align everything. And I checked here, and it looks, it looks normal enough. Okay, so this is the foundation of the photo, and now it's just going to be a matter of adding the elements that I grabbed from Google. So this is what I'm going to use as the background for the photo frame. I'm just going to change it, make it, the color that I want it to be so it can fit the theme. And then you're going to notice that at the top of the screen, there are going to be these arrows, and I'm going to tell you what those mean. So once I get done positioning it, the arrow that is facing downward is going to position this photo behind the other photo. So it's going to be like layers. So the more you push that button, the further that photo goes back, so that it looks like, it's behind or inside the picture frame. Then I'm going to just crop it and things like that, and figure out where I want the rest of this stuff to go, and then eliminating the things that I know I'm not going to use at all. The tree branches, I really don't know where this came from, but I just pictured it in my head, and it worked. Okay, so now I'm going to just drop in all of the other things that I want to add to this photo in random spots. You can play around with this. Right now, I'm going to be using this rose petal, and it's a little bit bright for the theme, the color theme that I'm kind of working with. So at some point, I'm going to be changing the color of it so that it is more of a darker, rosier brown than it was before. And you saw how simple that was. And now I'm just going to be, copying and pasting it, as many of them as I want, to the photo. And I'm going to be using those same arrows to either push the image forward or backward, depending on where I want it to be. Then resizing them so it can look like, they're falling in all these different shapes and sizes and things like that. Y'all, I really be having visions in my head, so if you don't quite understand what I'm saying, you see what I'm saying. So yeah, you're just gonna watch me decorate the photo basically and make it look really fucking cute, okay? Okay, so the further along I got, I realized I needed to add some texture to these photos, some to make it look more realistic. So as you can see, this is supposed to be a shadow. You can just Google like shadow transparent background, and it'll have a bunch of images. You just choose which one is the most befitting for your photo. So this is going to be used as a shadow, and what I'm going to do is just contrast the color. And resize it and shape it and things like that, and use this as the shadow for the rose petals. And you're gonna see how much that little detail just changes the entire like effect of the photo. It makes it look really real and not just like me pasting a bunch of random objects to make it look like something. So yeah, just watch how I do that. It's very simple and it's gonna make a world of a difference. Okay, y'all, we almost done. Now I just gotta make use of the other objects that I googled, and I'm really into like adding birds to my photos, which is crazy because if you know me, you know I'm fucking terrified of birds, but they just make pictures look so much better. I don't know why, I don't know how, but they do. So I'm just gonna add this white dove, and really I probably just threw this in there last minute, but it worked itself out. I'm gonna end up putting it on the branches actually, and yeah, just sitting it there, and it works. It makes the picture look that much better. It probably would have been just as good without the bird, but I like texture, I like layers, I like there's a lot going on, but it's not distracting at the same time. So yeah, y'all, honestly at this point I'm done with this photo. If I did, I could have added some other like background elements to it, but I think that this is enough. It gives you all just a taste of what it is that I do when I'm editing these photos. So yeah, y'all, I hope this helps. Download the apps, they're free, and I do this for fun. So if you want me to edit a photo for you, I'll edit a photo for you. But thank you guys for watching this video. I hope it was helpful. I hope it was fun to watch, and I hope it gave you a better understanding of how my pictures are so fire. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time.